My name is Sarah Rial, and I live in the United States. My country, South Sudan, has suffered a long history of war. And after gaining independence in July 2011, the people only hoped to go back home and enjoy the peace. Yet, violence among us started in December 2013, and the current peace negotiations are completely stalled. Perhaps we would have made progress by now if women were fully participating or even leading the negotiations. Unfortunately, there is limited or lack of meaningful participation of women on the different sides of the conflict. We know that the conflicts threaten everyone, but mostly women and girls are greatly affected due to sexual violence, trafficking, and even the horrific killings that they endure during the war. Attempts to addressing the issues of social and economic justice or injustice are usually limited unless women's perspectives are integrated. So inclusion of women must come from the beginning, or we need to act now before it is too late. We know that the Global Peace Index puts South Sudan on the category of least peaceful countries. And one of the indicators of for structures that sustain peaceful societies is gender equality, which we clearly lack. Gender equality is a fundamental aspect of modern democratic governance, and it reflects a just and secure society. International standards view both men and women as partners and that they should have equal rights and opportunities to participate fully in all aspects of life and all levels of political processes. But in our case, South Sudanese women continue to be suppressed, our concerns are taken for granted, and our needs are largely disregarded. But this is the time to rise and ensure that there is meaningful inclusion of women in the peace negotiations and in all institutional structures in South Sudan, including the top structure in the government. Women's role is essential to building bridges for sustainable peace in South Sudan. We cannot achieve peace and democracy by excluding more than half of the population. There is no shortcut to peace this time, and this should go beyond simply ending the violence. We need to come together as South Sudanese and unite and see each other equally, men, women, and all the diverse communities in our country. So the reforms that women call for are the foundation of a stable society. And if these reforms are not provided, they become the reasons for conflicts. And these conflicts are usually started by men. So we must stand together as the world and acknowledge women's personal experience and technical expertise. South Sudan.